Hello everyone! Welcome to our video presentation for Field Study 2. I'm Alison Galiaza, and with Faye Liwanag, we will going to discuss the content of Worksheet 1 entitled Writing an Action Research Plan. As advocates for improving school practices, we've embraced the notion that conducting action research is integral to addressing classroom-based challenges. Building on our theoretical foundation, we've developed an action plan to guide us in our research. We've considered elements such as etiquette, proper acknowledgement of references, and intellectual property rights. Weighting the difficulty of each aspect, we are ready to put our plan into action. Now let's dive into the specifics. The focus at PANGASCASAN Integrated School is on enhancing the academic performance of learners in Araling Panlipunan through interactive games. Meanwhile, at BOLINAO Integrated School, our colleagues are exploring the implications of social looping on students' academic performance. Each team is dedicated to addressing real-world issues, and we're excited to share our progress and insights with you. The PANGASCASAN Integrated School's classroom-based action research addresses a critical issue: the persistent challenge of poor academic performance in Araling Panlipunan. This subject often poses difficulties for learners, and the researchers recognize the need for innovative solutions. The emphasis on gamification serves as a pathway for more dynamic and impactful teaching methods. This discussion prompts a reflection on how educators can harness an innovative approach to address academic challenges, fostering a learning environment that captivates and empowers students in the realm of Araling Panlipunan. Now, Ms. Faye Liwanag will walk you through our journey from action plan development to the execution of our research plan about the implications of social looping.
Our task involves a comprehensive observation at Pangasinan School of Arts and Trades. The goal is to explore the intricacies of the educational experiences, recognizing diverse grade-level challenges. Our study focuses on social looping on students inside the classroom, where individuals or group members lose interest in contributing to collective tasks, becoming burdens to their peers. We aim to uncover, understand, and address the impact on students' group performance, contributing to other existing literature. We investigated factors like motivation, unclear responsibilities, and lack of leadership contributing to social looping's impact on their academic performance. Our field study 2 at BSAT revealed the issue, emphasizing the importance of examining classroom dynamics to enhance educational quality. Through this exploration, we were able to contribute to a nuanced comprehension of complexities in education, laying a foundation for informed discussions and targeted interventions.
Activity 2 is all about creating a safe and conducive learning environment. Classroom management is one of the most important aspects of teaching, learning, instruction. Based on our observation, teachers' role is always about knowing students' interests so they can know on how to get their attention as well as their different interests. Each learning environment should be the student's safe space so every student can improve and develop their learning motivation. With that, the students can create a respectful environment so they can easily make a cooperation and collaboration or have a unity in terms of doing every task and work, and to specifically help each student learn from each other as well. Additionally, a teacher's role is to always base the lessons to every student's interest so that they can understand the lesson or topic well. Furthermore, a typical classroom should always be safe and supportive of a student's learning. When a student feels safe in this classroom, they can freely express themselves and better enhance and improve their learning as well as their personal development. Additionally, students are more motivated to learn and to develop their unique abilities and capabilities in the classroom because everything that occurs during the teaching and learning process is entirely supportive of students' learning improvement.
The learning environment is another important component aside from the curriculum in the teaching and learning process. Effective learning environment includes the different methods and strategies to ensure the involvement of students in the different classroom activities. A safe and conducive environment is a place where learners can learn effectively and are able to show appreciation to one another despite of their differences. Moreover, the classroom setting should also be considered as students can learn effectively in a clean, well-ventilated, and well-lighted facility for learning. The practice of inclusivity is very important in building a safe environment where everyone can collaborate with their peers amidst diversity. With an inclusive classroom, learners can show appreciation towards each other and respect each other's ideas and perspectives.
Hello everyone, I'm 𝑅𝐢𝐞𝐥𝐝, and together with my co-pre-service teacher, Sir Miles Timothy Ilagan, we will discuss Field Study 2, Worksheet 3, focusing on creating my classroom learning management plan. Okay, so creating a classroom learning management plan is like making a recipe for a successful classroom. It's about organizing strategies to make sure everyone learns well and feels included. By setting up a classroom where students feel safe, engaged, and respected, it helps them learn better and grow in all areas. It's like the secret sauce that makes everything work smoothly and makes learning fun and effective.
In regards to the reflection of the whole team within the journey through enlightenment about specific learning management plan approaches from the teachers of 𝑩𝒐𝒍, we form the belief that pre-service teachers may adapt the range of teachers within different strategies and techniques applied in a certain classroom in order to create an environment that is conducive to learning for their students. Similar on how we design and create our own unique learning environment for the learners. We encourage their feeling of being in a community through adaptable seating arrangements that can help increase their participation and inclusivity. Additionally, creating a school rules, enforcing discipline and behavior, and using rewards and punishments based on learners' performance are crucial to the students' development, serving as substantial elements in creating a classroom learning environment. And appropriate instructional resources serve as the lesson foundation. All of these, depending on what we hear and see in an integrated school observation, will contribute a lot to our wonderful experiences and help us adapt to our lives as professional teachers in the future.
Hi, I am Faith Sagario, and today we embark on a journey through the intricacies of lesson planning, exploring the various facets of educational design and implementation. Our focus lies on worksheet number 4, entitled My First Lesson Plan, where we delve into the art of crafting our very first lesson plan. This enriching experience unfolds across 5 key stages: the observation, analysis, creation, reflection, and documentation. So together with Ms. Judy Ann Suganov and Ms. Rogeline Ballester, we will discuss the said parts of this worksheet. Now, let's dive into the observation part. In differentiating between the daily lesson log and the 7Es lesson plan, we focused on the structural elements and instructional approaches inherent in each. The daily lesson log, being more straightforward, tends to outline daily activities, while the 7Es lesson plan places a strong emphasis on an inquiry-based, experiential learning approach. Describing the borrowed lesson plan involved a meticulous breakdown of its components, including the introduction, instructional activities, assessment methods, and conclusion. We examined how the teacher integrated diverse teaching methods and evaluated the alignment between learning objectives and the activities employed. Having seen lesson plans in action, it's time to dissect and analyze. Identifying the ease and difficulty in constructing various parts of a model lesson plan required an assessment of our own comfort with articulating specific learning objectives and designing engaging activities. It also involved considering the complexity of formulating assessment strategies aligned with the intended outcomes. Determining the teaching methods embedded in each plan required a close examination of the instructional strategies employed. We look for cues indicating direct instruction, collaborative learning, or inquiry-based approaches. The rationale behind our assessments was based on the observable elements within the lesson plans. Evaluating the congruence involved is scrutinizing how well the intended learning outcomes aligned with the selected instructional activities and assessments. We assessed if there was a logical progression from the stated objectives to the methods used to impact knowledge and measure student understanding.
Moving forward, we enter a create part. As we created our own lesson plan using the 7Es framework, each stage reflected a deliberate decision-making process, mirroring the systematic approach advocated by instructional design theories. The inclusion of a quiz with a table of specifications aligns with assessment theories, emphasizing the alignment of assessment with learning objectives. In the reflection, challenges in crafting the lesson plan included defining clear and measurable learning objectives, ensuring alignment between activities and objectives, and striking a balance between engagement and educational content. Additionally, determining appropriate assessment methods posed a challenge, as we aim for assessments that authentically gauge student comprehension. To address these challenges, we plan to refine our skills in crafting precise and measurable learning objectives through ongoing professional development. We'll also continue to explore and experiment with various teaching methods to define the most effective approaches for our students. Seeking feedback from peers and mentors will be integral in enhancing the quality of our future lesson plans. The evidence we present is not just a formality, but an application of the principles of e-portfolio assessments. These visuals serve as artifacts, echoing the concept of authentic assessment, where real-world products are integral to evaluating student learning. This documentation isn't just proof of completion, it's a demonstration of our ability to translate theory into tangible outcomes. In conclusion, our exploration of lesson planning has provided us with valuable insight into the intricacies of crafting effective educational experience. From the initial observation of various lesson plan formats to the critical analysis of teaching methods and congruence, and finally, the hands-on creation of our own lesson plans, each phase has contributed to our growth as future educators.
Good day everyone, I am 𝐏𝐍𝒂𝒐 Padilla together with Ms. Sheila Cabaya, and today we are going to discuss our worksheet number 5 entitled Delivering Lessons and the Selection and Utilization of Various Teaching Aids. Delivering lessons and the selection and utilization of various teaching aids enables the learners to gain competence in determining and preparing instructional materials that are appropriate to the learning content. These teaching aids may come in various forms, the digital and the non-digital. Non-digital teaching aids will always find their significance in teaching learning process. However, in this new media age, learners' engagement and success in learning can be increased by integrating digital teaching aids. In addition, we as a future teacher must consider the aspects of using digital and non-digital teaching aids as both instructional and educational tools.
As a student teacher who's still learning about the process of teaching, it is inevitable for us to run into different kinds of problems when it comes to integrating various teaching tools in our demonstration. Even so, given the difficulties we will face as a student teacher, we should still be able to demonstrate effectively by achieving the learning objectives and teaching the lesson as intended. Furthermore, employing different teaching aids may help to meet the diverse needs of students. Through collaboration, active engagement, and scenario based on real-world situations, these teaching aids may help to meet the diverse needs of each student. As a result, both digital and non-digital teaching tools are very beneficial for meeting the learner needs and developing their skills and their talents. Hence, we must continue to take into account the various needs of students and the necessity to keep an active role in the teaching and learning process while using the digital and non-digital teaching tools.
Good day everyone, I am Ms. Mary Joy Ocapa from the Science Department, together with my partners Ms. Regina B. Barroso from the Science Department and Ms. Desiree Joy Caburao from English Department. And at this moment, we are going to discuss the summary of the Activity 6 entitled Grading System and DepEd School Forms. The K-12 Basic Education Program uses standards and competency-based grading system. When we say grading system, we mean a system that educators use in a particular institution to evaluate each individual student's performance and learning. Grading can include letter grades, percentages, and even a simple pass or fail. Grades can be attached to physical activities like writing, assignments, lab work, projects, report, and tests. In DepEd, all grades are based on the weighted raw score of the learner's summative assessments. This summative assessment can be classified in 3 components, namely written works, performance tasks, and quarterly assessments. These 3 will be the basis for grading. The nature of the learning area defines the way these 3 components are assessed.
For kindergarten, checklists and anecdotal records are used instead of numerical grades. These are based on the learning standard found in the kindergarten curriculum guide. For grades 1 to 12, numerical grades are used. The minimum grade needed to pass a specific learner area is 60, which is transmuted to 75 in the report card. The lowest mark that can appear on the report card is 60 for quarterly grades and final grade. Teachers in the basic education implementing the K-12 program uses electronic class record in Excel format. To facilitate a high level of accuracy in the computation of the learner's grade, each learning has its specific A-class record. Aside from these, different DepEd forms are accomplished and varied time within a school year.
School forms is done to provide reliable assurance mechanisms students' information to ensure the timeless and quality of school reports and to reduce the resources spent for records management. School Form 1 is all about school register. It is a list of learners who is officially enrolled and attending the class. School Form 2 is all about learners' daily class attendance, a list of attendance of the students including their absences and tardiness. School Form 3 is all about books issued and returned, a list of books being issued to the students and returned to the authority. School Form 4 is all about summary enrollment and movement of learners, list of students who is enrolled, dropped out, and transferred in and out within the school year. School Form 5 is all about report on promotion, list of students' academic performance that is promoted or retained in class.
So to sum it up, in this activity, we, the Field Study 2 students, are exposed to various DepEd forms and E-class records. We are given the opportunities to examine and accomplish different forms, compute quarterly grades and final grades, and accomplish E-class records that is aligned with our specialization.
I used to rule the world, seas that rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own.